diary. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for all your well wishes for my birthday and for all the lovely comments that I got. I had a lovely weekend and a lovely week. We went away for the weekend to Hereford and that was really nice. We went to visit a gardens called Hergest Gardens. We had lunch at another gardens which we're hoping to go back to in the autumn. We went to Hereford and we had a look at the Mappa Mundi, which is a really old map of the world. That was really interesting. And the chained books that they have in there, which are all mostly handwritten books, which are really old, so old you can't touch them. That's why it's called the chained books, because they're all in chains so that they can't be moved. So that was really interesting. And we went to the garden centre. We've been to the wool mill, National Wool Museum, which again was really fascinating, with all the old weaving looms and spinning wheels and carding machines and things that they used to use for weaving and making the wool, all the spinning machines and things. What else did we do? We went to the garden centre. So yeah, we had a full week last week. It was lovely. It was lovely to have a bit of time away and a bit of time off videoing. So yeah, in this video we're going to be having a look at the plants that I bought. We're going to be having a little look around Hergest Gardens because I took some photographs and bits of video footage, so I've put some of that together for you. That'll be at the end if you're interested in having a look at that. It was a beautiful place, right in the middle of the Herefordshire countryside near Hay-on-Wye, and yeah, it was beautiful. So I've done a bit of footage for you at the end of that. So I'm going to show you my plants. I had a little surprise when I got home, so I've got that to show you as well. My new rose, I'm going to show you that, and yeah, I'm going to show you a new project that I've got in mind for the top part of the garden at the back of the chicken. So there's a full episode to come. I'm hoping it's not going to be too long. But yeah, let's go and have a look at the plants, have a little look at that surprise that was here when I got home. And let's get on with the video. So this is what happens when we go away and I'm not around. The farmer very kindly dropped off some more wood for me, and this is it. Nice big pile. Very grateful. But that's just added another job or 3 to my list. Because as you can see, I've got this lovely pile of bark here that needs moving. And now I've got all this wood to move. And in order to move all this, I've got to move what's in the garage and move that into the woodshed. But I just thought I'd show you what the farmer bought me. So thank you Mr. Farmer, I really appreciate it. But this will be for next year. It's not going to be for this year now because it's too wet. There's all sorts of different sizes. He's obviously been moving a tree and thought it would be useful. So it's going to be very useful. It looks like it's oak, which is even more useful. So yeah, very happy lady. Kind of. Right, so let's go and have a look at these plants and I'll show you what I bought for my birthday. So back in the Polytunnel, and I just thought that I'd show you a little bit around and show you what I bought for my birthday. So off Maria and your very kind gift, I managed to get 3 lupins which were on offer in the garden centre. I got red rum, I got Rachel to Tame, and I got Gallery Pink. So she very kindly gave me the lot for £2 instead of £6. So that was nice of her. So I got those 3. As you can see, they've got like a reddy pink flower. This one's got like a pink and a cream, and this one's got a beautiful red. And then the other thing I got was a tree peony. Now I've been after a tree peony for ages, and I believe this is a yellow one. I'll pop a picture on the screen for you so you can see what it is. I've got an idea where it's going. It's looking a bit bedraggled because it's been outside in the rain. It's not been able to get planted. I know where it's going. It's going up the back by the barn. It's got a bit wet with being on the floor. It got blown over while I was away. But yeah, I'll pop a picture on the screen for you so you can see. It's a beautiful tree. It's going to grow 1.5 metres to 2 metres tall and have big yellow flowers on it. Couldn't get a pink one. So that's going to be a nice addition to the garden. It's going to look lovely next to the wisteria, which is like a lilac colour, like a normal lilac wisteria. So that with the yellow is going to be beautiful in the spring. So that's my plans for that. And then in this bag here, I got some money off my mother-in-law for my birthday as well. And we got these while we were away over the weekend. This is a grapevine. It was £4 for a grapevine. They're normally about £20 each. But that was £4. And I found this. I've not seen these before. And this is an alstroemeria. Now I love them. I've not been able to grow them in the past, so I'm going to have a go. But it's got a label on it. And it's called Alstroemeria Silver Queen. So that's going to go in the garden somewhere where it's dry, because I believe they like dry conditions. So that'll probably do up the back. So that was them. And then we went for a walk around a gardens. My husband took me to a gardens, and Hergest Gardens it's called. And I managed to get myself, well, us really, because these are things that my husband liked as we were walking around the garden. So I've got this lovely acer, this lovely red acer. It's quite a decent size. It's about 50 to 75 centimetres tall. It's already got a lot of nice growth on it. It's a lovely plant. And it was £4. So I was really pleased with that. So I've got that. So that's going in the garden. So my husband can enjoy that in the garden as well. And he loved the delphiniums as we were walking around the perennial border. So I bought this beautiful delphinium. And this was £3.95. The flowers are falling off because it's come all the way back from South Wales while we've been away. But yeah, it's a beautiful colour. It's got a beautiful spike on it. But again, I've never had much joy growing delphiniums and getting them to flower. But I'm going to have a good go with this one because my husband likes it. So it's more of a larkspur, I think, looking at the flowers. But yeah, I'll just find the label. It's called Delphinium Summer Skies. Now the one I did want was the really, really blue one. It's like a really midnight blue colour. But they didn't have it. But I got this one instead. So I might look for the midnight blue one next time I go to a garden centre. So this is going to go in the perennial border in the middle of the garden. So that's what I bought with my very generous birthday money. I've still got £25 left to spend. So I may go and get some more delphiniums to put in the garden. We'll have to see. But I just thought as well, while we're in here, I'll show you the polytunnel. You seen how my tomatoes and my cucumbers are doing? They're doing wonderful. I had to thin out all the leaves because they were too bulky. So my potting bench is doing really well over there. I've got beans and things in here. Got some nice beans coming through. They put them in before we went away. So they're doing well. They're cannellini beans. And then in here, these are globe artichokes. So they need planting on. I've no idea what's going on in here. There's all different things going on. I think these are sunflowers. But yeah, these are French beans. They seem to be doing okay, but there is some sunflowers coming up in between them. But they need planting on because there's something nibbling. So yeah, we'll see how they got on. I think these are new climbing beans, but I'm not sure. They may be old ones, but it all needs a good water. Nothing growing in this one. Didn't seem to work in that one. That was mange too. Nothing grew. Unless something's been nibbling that as well. This one, I've got a few runner beans, but not a lot. I've got a pea, solitary pea, purple pea. Something's been nibbling that one. But these ones are scarlet runner beans. So they've done well, so they can go out. What else have we got? Nothing in this one. I think these were old seed. So I need to do some more. I've still got time to do some more runner beans. Just about. Again, climbing beans in this one, but they don't seem to have grown. but there are a few sunflowers. There is one coming through, and they were new. Nothing coming through in there, and they were new seed, so that's frustrating. These were old beans. Nothing seems to be coming through in here. There's some amaranth which seems to be sprouting itself here, so that'll be good. I can put that in the garden. I don't mind if I get free plants, but everything needs good water. And then nothing in here at all, but this is all old seed, so I'll start again. And then behind me I've got cucumbers coming on all my cucumber plants. My spinach, I picked all that spinach yesterday and it's all coming back already. I've got courgette here, I've got an aubergine, and then again I had to thin out the leaves on my tomatoes. I've just taken all the bottom leaves off. As you can see, I always tend to take them off so that the flowers can get the light. I've put beetroot in here. And then I have got more cucumbers coming. I'll show you my cucumbers, just a sec. Can you see my cucumbers? They look great, don't they? I've got more on this one. Bumblebee seems to like this flower. He falls asleep in it. And I've got another one coming there, and I think I've got a bit of slug damage, so I need to put some coffee grounds down. And then, have I got anything on this one? No, nothing on that one. Just those on that one. So yeah, everything's doing really, really well. I've got flowers now on my tomatoes. I've got another aubergine down there in the corner. On one of my tomato plants I have got tomatoes coming already. But they just seem to be shooting up. See, I can find you the tomatoes I spotted yesterday. I've got more cucumbers coming on here. You can see them. So they're getting well pollinated by the bees. The bees love it in here. Got more flowers on this one. All the cucumbers have got flowers on. Oh, here we are. I've got tomatoes already. Got another cucumber, 2 cucumbers coming down there. So yeah, it's all doing really, really well. So, excuse me looking a bit of a state. I haven't sorted myself out yet. Been doing the accounts. But as you can see, everything's growing really well. So I'm very pleased. I'm just going to go and see to the chickens. And then I'm going to take you up to the top of the garden and share my plans with you for up there. Because I've just come into a nice amount of wood shavings. So I'm going to go and show you another part of the garden. And we'll have a little look at that and we'll see what the plans are for up there. So see you up there in a minute. We're just walking past the chicken coop and I had problems with the stoat, sadly. He's still alive somewhere, but what I've had to do is, because he kept getting in, I had to put mesh underneath the chicken coop to stop him getting in because he kept tunnelling. So I've done it about 8 inches deep and put rocks on it so he can't lift the rocks up, and then I've covered it with soil. And I was watching Chickenlandia, a YouTube channel, and she was talking about how to deal with stoats, and she says to use human urine, male human urine, that's slightly old, so sort of a few hours old, from the first thing in the morning. So what you do is you collect it in a bottle and then you leave it for a few hours to let it get stronger, and then you spray it diluted with water along the bottom of the coop, on any stone near the coop, like flagstones and things. So that's what I've done. I've done 2 days worth, and it seems to have stopped him coming because I found no new holes around here. I fixed every single hole that I can find in the chicken coop, excuse me, I've fixed every hole I can find in the chicken coop at the base. I've even put some terracotta pottery here, that's air dry pottery. I've done that there to stop him getting in any holes down there. And then I've done all the way around here. I've sprayed all this, cleared all this because it was all long grass to stop him hiding in the long grass. And he was tunnelling in along here, so I've cleared this now all along the side, and I've put mesh in. I've remeshed this underneath here, so all this has been redone. I found a big massive hole here, so I don't know if he'd been getting in here, but I fixed that now and all that's attached up to the mesh. And I've put mesh on the soil and put soil over the top. So as you can see, it's like Fort Knox, but I can't see any sign of him having got in, so I'm assuming it's worked for the time being. But yeah, I did notice that the chickens had had a mouse in the coop this morning and they were freaking out because they couldn't get it out. Poor little thing was cowering in the corner with 4 chickens pecking at it, so I managed to get it out alive. But I need to try and find out where that's getting in. But it was only a small mouse, but I believe they can get in a hole half an inch big stoats. So I need to try and find out where it was getting in. But I've done my best. I filled it all in. I'm not sure if the mouse was getting in the roof. But I can't see how that could happen because it's got plastic on the roof. So yeah, I've done my best. It's all right up to the back of the wall there along the top, so yeah, I'm not sure. It's all screwed on, so I can't think how anywhere else where a mouse could be getting in, so I'm just going to have to watch it and see what happens. But anyway, you wouldn't come here for that. This is where we've come up to the back of the chickens, and this is what I cleared for the polytunnel when the polytunnel was going to go here. There used to be a fence all the way along here, the metal fence that's up the back of the house with the fruit growing on it. And I'm thinking of putting that back. I'm popping that along the back, all the way along the back. And then I'm going to build a chicken tunnel, and it's going to come out of here. And then I'm going to put concrete. I think I'm going to put concrete here. And then the chickens are going to be able to go all the way along there, all the way along the back, all the way round, all the way down here, and then all the way down there to the greenhouse. And eventually that's how much of a run they're going to have. It's going to be a similar setup to that there where they are now, but it's going to be mesh all the way round as I can afford it, because I need to get some of this square Avery mesh, not this stuff but the stuff that's underneath this stuff, and that's really expensive. 8 meters is roughly, I think it was £20 a roll. So yeah, I'm going to buy it a bit at a time as I can afford it and gradually extend how far they can go. And then that way Mr. Stoke can't dig his way in. They can scratch the soil. I can throw soil on top and they can scratch that, and eventually as they turn everything over, it'll become soil and grass. So that'll be good for them. So yeah, this is where I'm thinking of doing next. The bee people at the back have said I can have a load of wood shavings from them making the beehives and using the planer. So what I'm going to do is all of this, apart from along the fence and along a boundary over there, it's going to be vegetables and fruit. And then along the edges here I'm going to do flowers around the chicken tunnel, all the way along there, all the way along the back, and then all the way down the side. I'm thinking of turning this over to flowers. The moment I've got a deutzia that doesn't seem to like it there, and a thornless blackberry that doesn't seem to like it there either. This tree, incidentally, I put in that I dug from out the back where the fence was, and it started growing back. So I'm going to leave that. I'm really pleased that that's come back, because then that means then I'm going to have a tree here that's going to offer some shelter to the chickens in the wind. So it's not going to be a tall tree. It'll be a tree of about 2 or 3 metres maximum. So that'll be really good. So here I've got a load of wood. I'm going to build some raised beds. We'll put cardboard in the bottom, and I'm going to fill it with with the wood shavings and use the wheelbarrow to bring it round and then just fill it up. So that's what I'm going to do today, I think. I'm going to get stuck into that because I'd like to get that done and then I can get my asparagus planted because I've got loads of asparagus to go in. So yeah, what I want to do is I'm going to sort it all out, get rid of all the tall weeds, chop them with the shears, and then I'm just going to put cardboard down just to cover the grass inside the raised beds and the wood shavings on top, and then I'll use compost over the top of that. It'll be a good way as well for me to bury all my weeds. I'll be able to put that in the bottom. So I'm just going to go and do the tomatoes first. I'll do that in a separate video. What I'll do is at the end of this video I'll put the footage that I did of Hergest Hall and showing you round there, and that will be the end of today's video. So I hope you've enjoyed my video, and if you have enjoyed my video, please do like and subscribe, please do hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye for now, bye bye. To a different location today. I'm near Hereford and I'm just doing a special video for you to show you some of the sights and sounds of a garden that we visited, and it's called Hergest Croft Gardens. There you go. So I put some photographs together for you to have a look at, but I'll just show you, turn you around and let you have a look at where we are. It's a beautiful place, lots to see, lovely food, and lots of beautiful trees. Husband's been amazed by the trees, he's loved them. So, lovely sculpture. Just had a lovely walk around the kitchen garden. I'm standing in the orchard. The kitchen garden straight down, there's a perennial border down there and roses. And then that way you go round all the shrubs and trees, all these beautiful big massive trees. So I hope you enjoy my short video of all the clips of all the different things we've seen, and I'm just off to have a look at the plants. So see you at the end. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Just a little clip of one of the places we visited while we were away, and I hope you enjoy it. So see you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye bye.